Men are not a species to be easily tamed, and respect is the elusive prey that many people tirelessly hunt for. But what if we told you that some of the reasons why men don't respect you might be hiding in plain sight? Fear not, because today we're bringing to light 6 surprisingly obvious reasons why men do not give you the respect that you tirelessly work for. So, stay with us till the curtain falls, because we know you'd want to. Number 1. You speak too much about yourself. Have you noticed how people's eyes glaze over and suddenly their facial expressions turn into a mixture of boredom and confusion? Here's an educated guess. Maybe it's because you talk about yourself too much. Yeah, we know, it's quite difficult to believe, but it's true. And here's another shocker. This is why other men don't respect you. Okay, let's be honest. We all love to talk about ourselves. It feels good to brag about our accomplishments and share our stories. It gives us a little sense of power. You are the center of attention. But when you do it too much, you become a narcissist. And guess what? Nobody likes a narcissist, especially not high-value men. You gotta roll with the vibe and give space for everyone to talk. When you dominate the conversation with your own stories, you don't give others a chance to talk or connect with you. You are blocking the two-way street by standing in the middle of the cross-section. That's just a major turnoff. If you want men to respect you, let you into their inner circles, you need to show them that you respect them too. So, time for some real talk. What can you do about this whole self-centered thing you've got going on? Simple. Just make the conversation about them. Ask questions not in a, "Oh, now I have to engage, what a bummer," but by genuinely taking interest in the other person's life. Trust us, they'll appreciate it. And who knows, maybe you'll even learn something new and interesting about them. By focusing on the person you're engaging with, you are creating stronger bonds and relationships. You are opening up yourself for respect. And when they see that you're not just self-absorbed, they'll start to respect you more. It's a win-win situation. So, the next time you're tempted to talk about yourself, just remember, if they can listen to you, why can't you listen to them? Show them that you're present, involved, and interested in them, and they'll start doing the same for you. Number 2, you are running on zero self-esteem. You know what they say, fake it till you make it. And if you're slouching around looking like an absolute mess, then we've got some news for you. You are just inviting disrespect in. High-value men are serious about their appearance and body language. How do you expect them to respect you when you look like you're making a joke of something they put effort and time in? Plus, science has also spoken. Your posture definitely affects your mood and even your confidence. So, if you're walking around with a bad posture, you're giving off the impression that you're too lazy to even hold yourself up. And let's face it, nobody wants to hang out with someone who can't even sit up straight. It shows you're so easy around everyone. How will you even keep up in a conversation? But since you're here, we have some tips for you. Good news, you don't have to do a complete personality overhaul. Just try a power pose every morning. And who knows, you might even start feeling like a superhero. And while we're at it, let's amp up that appearance, shall we? A little bit of self-care goes a long way. Try a new wardrobe, get on a skincare regimen, and hit the gym for a couple of hours. So the next time you catch yourself slouching or looking like a mess, remember that it's not doing you any favors. Stand up straight, strike a power pose, and show the world that you're a confident, self-assured person who deserves respect. Number 3, you flake out on your commitments. Are you tired of people not taking you seriously? Other men never seem to want you around? Well, friends, it might have something to do with the fact that you don't follow through with your commitments. You know the drill. You confirm the plans, you get excited about them, and then, bam, at the last minute, you bail. You leave everyone hanging, making them wonder what happened to the good old days when a person's word actually meant something. When you make a commitment and don't keep it, you're sending a message to the world that you're not reliable. And the fact of the matter is, nobody wants to deal with somebody who can't even keep their promises. So, if you want to regain your respect, it's time to start walking the talk. Trust is a precious commodity these days, and when you build it with people by following through with your commitments, you gain their respect. It's as simple as that. So, make it a point to hold up your end of the bargain. And if you can't, Don't just disappear into the night like Batman. Pick up your phone and explain yourself. It is much better than being left hanging and wondering what went wrong. In the end, it's all about showing people that you're reliable and trustworthy. So, start making good on your promises, and maybe you might even become the friend that everyone wants to hang out with. Number 4. Negativity surrounds you like air. Are you the type of person who always sees the glass half empty? Do you complain about the weather, your job, and even the way your dog sleeps? Well, if you're always focusing on the negative, you're not just a Debbie Downer. You're also losing respect like a milk spilling downhill. Imagine this. You call up your friend to catch up, and all you hear is them ranting about everything that's going wrong in their life. Sure, you want to be there for them, but after a while, you're gonna start feeling like you need to take a nap just to recover from the negativity overload. Now, copy and paste this exact situation in a social setting. High-value men avoid surrounding themselves with negative energy because they know it brings everyone's morale down. And they certainly don't pay their respects to such people. So, how can you break out of your negative funk? Start by tuning in for the silver lining in every situation. Instead of complaining about the rain, maybe talk about how it's good for the plants. Or instead of dreading your job, think about the skills you're developing or the money you're earning. And when you catch yourself spiraling into negativity, here's a friendly tip. Take a deep breath and redirect your thoughts to something positive. Remember, positivity is contagious. When you radiate good vibes, people are naturally drawn to you. Number 5. Your temper never runs cold. Are you sure you're not that person whose temper is always on the rise? It's worse than injecting negativity in the air. The minute you lose your cool, no matter how small or big a thing, your respect goes away with it too. Have you noticed how high-value men always have this calm demeanor and positive aura around them? It's because they know being angry is a waste of energy. When you blow up, you tend to say things you don't mean, which can damage your relationships in the long run. Other men may see this as a sign that you lack self-control and can't handle tough situations. It's hard to earn respect when you're seen as irrational and unpredictable. You wouldn't want to end up having more enemies than friends, would you? Therefore, you gotta keep your anger in check. When you feel like you're about to hulk out, take a deep breath, count to 10, or just imagine a calm beach scene. Whatever works for you. When you learn to control your anger, you'll see things from a different perspective and just completely avoid unnecessary conflicts. This will show other men that you have the ability to handle stress and difficult conversations with maturity and poise. It's not just about suppressing your emotions, but rather finding healthy ways to express them. Number 6. You don't know how to make a decent joke. Picture this. You're hanging out with a group of people you don't know very well. You want to show them that you're a fun, witty person, so you do what every average Joe does. You start cracking jokes left and right. But instead of getting laughs, you're met with awkward silence and blank stares. Talk about a joke gone wrong. Well, you had it coming. When your jokes tear down others, it's like a game of Jenga. One wrong move and the whole tower comes crashing down. You might think you're being funny, but here's a reality check. Undermining other people's self-worth and reputation is not something to joke about. And let's be real, nobody gives 2 cents of respect to people who bring down others. Not high-value men for sure. But don't worry. You don't have to give up your comedic aspirations altogether. Just think before you speak, and make a note to yourself so you are aware of how your jokes are being received by others. As the saying goes, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Learn that by heart. You can still show off your sense of humor in ways that don't tear down others, like telling clever puns or sharing funny anecdotes about yourself. Being mindful of how your humor affects others, you'll earn the respect of men and everyone else around you. Plus, you'll become known as the life of the party without having to resort to hurtful jokes. Win-win. Do you agree with all these reasons? What other reasons can you think of? Let us know in the comments below. Until then.